name and address for the record. Tell us all about the application.
Absolutely. My name is David Bush, USCH. I'm a registered architect in office at 90 West Main Street in Bay Shore. With me tonight, representing the JCL fund is Mr. John Rocco, who is one of the fire district and proposed establishment. If I may, I'd just like to approach the point. I'd like to turn in the cards, and as this is built as planning board of the ARB application, I do have some updates to the ARB as the original submission is limited.
Circulate around.
Again, thank you for hearing us this evening. The application is for a national space to build current space at 29 South Ocean Avenue. The building is on the east side of South Ocean Avenue, north of the bagel store, if you will, just south of the 360 Tyco Sushi. The space is the well known as the previous Jay's Fabric Store, which had been there for many years. Space is the Jay's Fabric Store. It's a ground floor space that has a primary storefront along the east side. It faces west of North Ocean, and there is a secondary rear entry, which is proposed in the plan, which has access on the south facade, if you will, the southeast corner, adjacent to the second municipal. The application for us tonight is to convert the dry store, the primary fabric store, to a wet store. During the past couple of months, we've had several overlaps with the village building department, Peter Sarich, as well. That was a working session at the end of May. It was a planning board developed proposed plans and goals of the project, etc. So there's a communication, ongoing communication back with the village. The ground floor of the restaurant is approximately 2,862 square feet. There's a mezzanine space which exists that goes in front and the back of the space, which we don't take advantage of for additional dining space. We look at the breakup of the ground floor. I'm sorry, that's approximately 4,200 square feet. We have about 2,800 square feet of dining space, and then about 1,400 square feet of service space. Total proposed seating space is approximately 190 seats. The application that had gone to the village relative to parking, parking application, parking allowances. There was a review of Mr. Peter Sarich, and the team building was moved for 238 seats based on an application. Actual seating versus capacity parking forward in this issue.
I'm sorry, can you go over the square foot totals again, the overall floor?
Yep.
I think I misheard. It's 4,700?
We have approximately 4,200 square feet on the ground floor. There are two mezzanines, one at the front and one at the rear, total approximately 1,300 square feet. And there is a full basement. That basement will be primarily utility and electric. There is no plan to capture the primary space of the basement, but there will be walk-ins and craft space that will occupy, I'm going to say, about 500 to 600 square feet of that lower basement area. The proposed wet use in this space is an Irish pub and eatery, if you will. So the current proprietors do have an establishment which is in operation, 16 years of operation, successful operation, so they know what it takes to operate the business, etc. They have a, I'm going to say, a similar capacity. I believe it's slightly less seating, but Mr. Murphy's going to be happy to speak to you about the operation.
I have just an opening question. Could you characterize exactly what your business is going to be? Is it going to be a restaurant? Is it going to be a bar? Is it going to be a nightclub? Tell me exactly how you envision this bar to look at, or this establishment to look at 11 o'clock on a Friday night.
The restaurant part was closed. 11 o'clock will be the short times in the kitchen, and at that point it'll just be primary bar. On Friday night we might have some live entertainment, DJs and that.
Okay, then let me ask about the tables that you've shown us in the layout. Will those tables then be moved, stacked up, and the area become more available to stand?
Yes.
I think one of the important notes is not in their entirety. So the seating, which is in that middle area, is kind of dashed in the middle, which is comprised of what we call the 4-seat tabletops, or remember 4-seat 2-top. It's that center area which is full of flexible table space.
Okay, so what you're saying then, if I'm understanding you, is that you will convert your restaurant to a nightclub after 10 o'clock at night?
Correct.
Okay. Appreciate your honesty. Okay, continue on.
We've been in overlap with Suffolk County Health Department. We have a formalized application. We've done, many restaurants across the island, we're familiar with the process of Suffolk County Health Department needs. We're currently formalizing the final kitchen plan application for submission to the health department, subsequent to some of the planning board requirements. I'd be happy to go through the facade materials. I don't know if you want to stick with the plan at the moment.
Let's stick with the plan right now, and we can do the facade for the ARB.
I think that's relative to the plan and application. Before it's really going to primarily conversion of dry space to wet space, subsequent to Suffolk County Health Department approval.
Hours of operation?
It will be 11 a.m. to 4 a.m. Monday through Saturday, and we'll for Sunday.
Number of employees?
We estimate 20 full-time and probably 15 part-time.
Will the rear entrance be accessible to the public, is it for staff only?
It will be accessible.
It will be.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, what was the question?
Is there a secondary means of egress required on the mezzanine?
Right, relative to the existing mezzanine and its square footage, its limitation, 1/3 of the space ratio, if you will, we comply with the current egress.
You're going to use the rear entrance for public. Wouldn't they be walking into the kitchen?
No, there is,
Side
so
Oh,
the actual
on the side,
public
okay, whether
entrance, right, public entrance is to the south wall of the building, right, not along the east wall. The double door that comes into the back, there's a separate little hostess station, called, code area, that's the outside.
You mentioned you're going to do some prep in the basement. Can you expound upon that a little bit?
Because the kitchen area on the main floor is tight, so some of the work will have to be done downstairs.
Can you specify what exactly do you mean?
Butchering meats, preparing salads.
Okay. And that's all part of your plan that you're submitting to the health department?
It is.
So there's plumbing downstairs, there's,
Yeah, there will have to be adequate means to provide for the health department, and it will not breach traffic setbacks.
during entertainment hours, or is that just for the restaurant seating? Or
It will be both.
both?
Now, there's actually, as I recall, the inside of the building has some history to it. And I know you plan on keeping the mezzanine. Are you going to, and I know this is an ARB question really, but, is there tin ceilings in that building?
There is, they're actually in very good shape. I think we don't look to preserve.
So you're prepared to discuss about keeping a character? That's one of the few buildings left.
And the character also helps our budget, so yes, that's.
I'm sure the ARB will look at that a little bit more.
Sincerely, the tin ceilings, there's less than 10% that you can compare, it's basically really good. But also the upper ceiling and the lower mezzanine ceilings have tin ceiling as well. I'll say unfortunately with the low mezzanine areas, particularly to the kitchen area, et cetera, you will have to do some fire code rating, things like that, so that those areas are going to be able to directly preserve them. But the larger area, the greater ceiling certainly.
There's no entrance directly into the basement from outside, you have to go through the building with everything to get down there?
Correct. There's a rear service door, which is, I'll say, the back door of the kitchen, and it has a direct link to the low level of prep space.
So that goes under the stairway that's going up to the mezzanine?
Correct.
Let's talk about occupancy for a minute. Do you have an anticipated, or have you worked with the building inspector, come up with an anticipated maximum occupancy rate for this structure?
Yes, we have. Back in November, December of last year, October, November, December, we had several sit-downs and discussions relative to New York State code, application of code versus village application of parking ratios, village application of seating. And it would be, Mrs. Sarich who steered in the direction of the 238 person finding.
So that 238 is based on the actual state code for occupancy in this building?
The actual state code will allow for approximately 270 persons.
Okay. And so 238 is a number that, under all circumstances, whether these tables are set up the way they are now or knocked down, would not exceed that number, correct?
So I feel like sincerely that would be a question for Mr. Sarich to answer directly. I can tell you that I had submitted things for both New York State code and village pilot ratios for seating, built a diagram, and with the parking ratios, he indicated that it would be 238. So he has not directly answered the question of total capacity of the building.
Okay, that's something we'll have to